Hi, we are on 4.3a. I'm going to skip the warm-ups just so we can get right into the lesson. So what we have learned over the past week is I have taught you that if you put two lines on a graph, the point that they intersect is called the solution. It's an ordered pair. Then there's a substitution method. Substitution method, I have to have like an x equals alone or a y equals alone. And I replace one thing into another equation. So those are two methods. The last method that we're going to talk about involves us canceling something out. I don't have to graph it. I don't have to substitute anything in. What I'm doing is I am going to keep my equations in standard form. So just a recap, standard form is going to be me saying ax squared, not squared, sorry. Ax plus by equals c. So I will have standard form. The first vocab word I want to talk about is a zero pair. A zero pair is two numbers whose sum is zero. So it like the opposite and its number. Like -5 and 5, that's a zero pair. 3 and 65/100ths and -3 and 65/100ths. That's a zero pair. 4x and -4x, zero pair. 7 and 2/3 and -7. So they're opposites. So let's look through my list and circle any zero pairs that we see. How about -8 and -8? No, they're the same number. They're not a zero pair. Going downward, 5y and -5x.
Yes.
Well, they would have to have the same variable, and these do not. So I'm going to say no to that as well. -4y and -4y, the same number. Those are the same number. That's not a zero pair. So I can cross that out. -8.14 and +8.14.
Yes.
Okay, you could just say it normally.
Oh.
-3c and +3c.
Yes.
Good. We'll circle 10z and -10z. Okay. 3 and 1/5 and -1 and 3/5. They sound so similar though, but $5.25 x, -$5.25 z.
No.
And thank you for me waiting. How about if Aiden, you take a break from talking for a second. Thanks. Thank you. X and Y. No. Okay. 7x and -7x. Good. Circle it. -2x and 4x. And -y and y. Good. So you guys are good at identifying zero pairs. Zero pairs cancel each other out and make zero when you combine them, when you add them. So here I go. My step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm going to put it, can we put it right here? Up like right here? Since we're not doing the warm-up, do you mind? Okay, step 1. Make sure there's a zero pair. If I have no zero pair, then elimination is hard. Make sure there's a zero pair. So, step 2, then I'm going to add the equations. Step 3 is going to be solve for the variable. There's only going to be one variable left when I add the equations. Solve for the variable. Step 4. So I'm going to get an answer like an x equals or y equals. And I'm going to plug that value. Step 4. Plug that value into one of the original equations. So those are 4 steps. And then what I'm going to do is I'm recording, Sal, but hi.
I was going to ask if you have any of like the other papers or anything like that for notes that I missed.
It would be back there in the absent work. Check there for the beginning week of November. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's follow these steps. I am trying to cancel out either an X or a Y. So I'm looking for a 0 pair. So when I look at number 1, I'm looking at the X's. That's not a 0 pair. And then I look at the Y's. That is a 0 pair. So this 0 pair is like I need to pay attention to this. So we're going to do an addition problem, which means I get to cancel something out. Can you guys put a big line underneath these 2 standard form equations? Can you put a big plus sign? And then let's cancel. So I'm adding. This is just like you learned elementary school adding. Top plus the bottom. I'm going to actually start in front. What is x plus 2x? Straight down, add. 3x. Here's my 0 pair, 1y and negative 1y. So good. They cancel each other out. I'm not even going to write 0 because a 0 is a waste of my time and a 1 is a waste of my time. So let's go with the equal sign. Drop it down, please. And then I'll do 7 plus 2. So my y value canceled. That's awesome. So let's step 3, solve for the variable. Solve for x. Divide by 3. X equals 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So I'm halfway with my solution. I know the x value. The first number is 3 comma. I don't know the rest. Step 4. Plug that value into one of the original equations. I know that the value of x is 3. So I'm going to plug this 3 back in either right here or right here. It doesn't matter which one you choose. Why don't you tell me which equation is easiest looking? What looks easy? Absolutely the top one does, you're right. So I'm going to do the top equation. X plus y equals 7. But I'm not going to put x. I'm going to put 3. 3 plus y equals 7. You completely take out the x and you put a 3 in its place. Solve for y. And what do you get? Y equals 4. 3, 4. All right, let's do B. I'm going to follow my same steps, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want there to be a 0 pair. So I'll draw my line and a big plus sign. I'm adding straight down. 2x plus negative 1x. X. 1x. X. Negative 4y plus positive 4y. They cancel. That's my 0 pair. The equal sign drops down, please. What is 2 plus 3? Oh, I'm already done with my x. That was super. Oh, wait.
You're so silly.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. 5 comma, I don't know. So, replace this into one of my OG. What looks easier? The top original or the bottom original? the top. Jay, are you with me? Close your Chromebook. We're right here. Top, you said? Okay. 2 times, instead of x, please replace it with the 5. 2 times 5 minus 4y equals 2. And then we're going to simplify. 10 take away 4y equals 2. And I'm continuing on. I'm solving for y. Well, I'll get there in a sec. 2 minus 10, I got negative 8. Positive 2, negative 2. So y equals positive 2. If I had the desire to get 100% on some test or quiz, I could plug in these values back in for x and y and see if the equations equaled each other. And that's a way to check your work and to make sure that you're doing like a perfect job on the math. I still want to do C and D. C. Turn the page to C, please. Good. It's set up. I have a 0 pair. My 0 pair is the 2x and negative 2x. Draw a line. Draw a big plus sign. Since they're opposites, they're going to cancel each other out. Let's add. What is 3y plus 2y? What is 1 plus negative 6?
Negative 5.
If a variable doesn't cancel, then you're doing something wrong, or you got to change up the numbers. So y is negative 1. I'm halfway done. So I know that y's value is negative 1. I need to plug it in. Which equation do you prefer? Top or bottom?
Top.
Okay. Instead of y, I'm going to replace it with negative 1. 2x plus 3 times negative 1 equals 1. Two x minus 3 equals 1. Add 3. 1 plus 3 gave me a 4. Yeah. And what is my value of x? 2. It's positive 2. You're right. Divide both sides by 2. X equals 2. My solution is 2 comma negative 1. I'd like you to do D on your own. This is our last example of notes, D. D, how's D? And la. Did you get that y was negative 2? And then did you get negative 3? Don't be copying off me right now.
No, I gotta do one.
Okay, I want you to be like verifying with me. Yes, that's what I got. So, from your homework packet, it is called 4.3a, and your problems, I wrote them on the board, thanks, are 1 through 8. So that means that you have 8 problems to do. Every single problem is going to have a 0 pair. It's located in the homework packet that is separate.
Oh. Why do you make them separate? Why do we have to have homework on the weekend?
Sometimes I organize the notes before I get the homework together.